convoy in support of troops in Kuwait. It was his last convoy. A couple days later, he was going to be placed on a bird back home, back to the States. It was pretty late. There's about 50 vehicles on this convoy, and the trail vehicle broke down. Now, Velas had an inability to make contact with the lead vehicle, the convoy commander. So what he decided to do is he's going to catch the lead vehicle, the convoy commander, or he's going to try to establish communication. But what he ended up doing is he ended up driving on the shoulder of the road in the dark with his lights off because he didn't want to blind traffic coming towards him. He drove on the wrong side of the road at 60 miles per hour, which was around the maximum speed of his vehicle. As cars would approach him, he would turn his lights off to let them pass. He would turn them on so he can see where it was going. Just before he reached the convoy commander or within range for his communication systems, he impacted a part construction trailer. It was a gooseneck trailer. So, can I have someone grab that? So the gooseneck portion of the trailer came into the cab of his Humvee and killed him instantly. His A driver, the Marine that was to the right of him, ended up being forced into the small compartment of the Humvee. It actually broke his femur, and it pushed that unmarked trailer about 60 feet from where it originally was. My young Marine was pronounced deceased on the scene. Despite the human toll that war takes, it is our duty to carry out the orders of those appointed over us. It is also the job of the staff and COs and the officers to ensure that our Marines are trained and equipped for war. Prior to my first deployment in 2003, I have to be honest with you, I read a lot about World War II, World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam. I've conducted a lot of studies and the different battles and how they turned out. But to compare our young guys with the veterans that I read about, I was kind of concerned, to be honest. Simply put, I didn't think they were the same caliber as you gentlemen sitting before me. These kids were different. They were a bunch of kids that didn't know much about the world. They were green. They weren't battle tested as you were. At that time, I was just a lieutenant with 8 years in the Marine Corps. Of course, I had all the right answers, right, lieutenants? In March of 2003, we crossed the line of departure. That is the line between, the imaginary line between the enemy and friendly forces, their positions. The order was given by President Bush to capture Baghdad in 30 days. The Marine sailors and soldiers did it in 18 days. In a few short weeks, our kids worked their way into Marine Corps history with battles in cities such as Kirkuk and Fallujah. I'm here to let you know, veterans, I could not have been more proud of our young service members as I watched them perform. In the 14 months total that I spent in Iraq, our young, untested troops performed flawlessly. They're highly trained, well-equipped, and were motivated to chase down lions in the middle of the desert for their country and for their fellow brothers and sisters. It is with great pride that I report that our country's military is in good and capable hands. They are no different than you were. I understand the scripture now that says, there's no greater love than this, that a man will lay down his life for a friend. As I witness so many who would actually give the ultimate price for their friends. The cost of freedom is not free. So enjoy the freedoms that we as a country have at the expense of the veterans. Take each and every opportunity to thank a veteran for their service to our country. Long live America and everything that she stands for. God bless you all.